Hi everyone, I just wanted to tell you that I am out of the hospital. I'm feeling better. Um, I'm on to private therapy or personal, where you just kind of go visit the therapist, and it's going to be a new adventure and a new thing. But I wanted, before I forgot, the other day was my last day at the intensive therapy, where it was like I was in the hospital, and it was really a blessing. And I wanted to. I had imagined in my mind that I was going to lead people to Christ and heal the sick and stuff like that. And although I did pray for people and I did minister the Holy Ghost to people, it was somewhat subtle and quiet. But let me tell you what the Holy Ghost did do. And I want to, before too much time gets past and I forget about it, it was a really touching moment. And the last day we were sitting there having breakfast, just eating with everybody. All my friends are gathered around, and we're just eating and fellowshipping, and just having breakfast. And there's one therapist in there, and she's kind of working with the client and then talking with us, and she kind of looks at us and she says, I've always hoped it would be like this. I always dreamed it could be this way. And I was like, wow, that's weird. What do you mean? Which way are you talking about? And she goes, just like this, like everybody's sitting around having fellowship and enjoying each other's company and enjoying a meal. And I was like, well, how does it normally work? I mean, isn't that normal? Isn't it, because it was normal breakfast time, meal time for me. And she goes, no, what it used to be was the patients would come in. Some are stuck in their rooms and they can't eat out. But the ones that could get out would come to the cafeteria, and they would just eat their meal. They might say hi or hello, but they pretty much ate their meal in silence, and then they went, they finished their meal and they went to their room and waited their turn of therapy. But she said, it all started with you. And she meant me. It all started with Kurt, and that stuck with me. And I said, what started? And she goes, the friendship, the fellowship. And I thought back, and I was just being me, and just sharing the Holy Ghost, but not in a preachy kind of way, but just being friendly. And immediately I started being friendly with people, and they responded in like kind. And we would sit there and we would discuss, hey, what are you doing? How's your therapy coming? What are you having struggles with? And encouraging each other. And then we would have a good time, and we would wait. Hey, I'd go see you at lunch, and see you at dinner, and everybody that came into the cafeteria got, hey, how's it going? And we try, and as best we could, we're all getting over strokes or mental debilities of some kind, so we're struggling with names. It's a bad problem, but we try and remember everybody's names, remember what they're going through, and greet them. And my hope is that we started something. Now, some of the people, like me and myself, are getting out in the next day or so, but there's people that are going to be there longer, and I'm hoping that they, in turn, carry the friendship and the camaraderie onto the next new generation of patients that come and go. And so I have hopes that this movement of friendship will continue to overlap and get introduced to new people. So it was really touching. And I told the people, my friends, I didn't tell them it was me, but I said, hey, we've started a movement. We started being friendly, and they weren't used to being friendly, and they were like, wow, this is incredible. And and I encouraged them, get out and make friends, because apparently it's a new thing, and they had never had it here before. And so the Lord just was kind enough to show me on my last breakfast there what a difference I made. And I was tearing up, and it was a special time. And I wanted to share with you folks that are kind enough to listen and are interested what the Lord is doing. And I don't expect him to stop. There may be a new adventure, a new therapy, but while at the hospital, the Holy Ghost made a difference. And it wasn't churchy, it wasn't preachy, it wasn't anything other than just being friends with people that need friends. So I'll tell you more when I learn more, but that's what's up right now. Be blessed.